Good afternoon, UCF Knights, and happy Tuesday. I'm Princess Jeanne Steverson Lowry, and here's a quick look at what's making news on April 10th, 2018. Popular game show Jeopardy recently held a college championship special, and one of the contestants was UCF Knight Hannah Sage. Sage is a sophomore at the university and went into Final Jeopardy head-to-head last night with two competitors, one from Stanford University and the other from Rochester Institute of Technology. Making her way to the top with $19,000, Sage won, taking home $17,000. Sage wrapped up majority of her points in questions relating to J.K. Rowling and biblical women. Sage will move on to the tournament where she will compete against 15 other competitors in hopes of winning a grand prize of $100,000. April is National STD Awareness Month, and UCF is making an effort to eliminate the taboo behind the word STD. The University Student Health Services shares ways in which students can remain safe and talk about the subject openly. The American Health Association reports people ages 15 to 24 are more likely to obtain a new STD. The association says the best way to avoid getting an STD is to not have sexual contact, and if one does, they are encouraged to wear a condom. Marketing coordinator at UCF Student Health Services, Crystal Kovenbach, says it's important to talk openly about the subject with your partner and doctor. Kovenbach says doctors are medical professionals offering a safe environment for students to feel free to talk comfortably.
From the health center, we absolutely recommend that this does become a conversation that you're comfortable with, that this does become something that you do talk to your partner, you talk about your testing history, past partners, things like that, because it's just part of being a healthy, sexually active adult.
Kovenbach says the longer an STD remains untreated, the greater risk of spreading the disease alongside problems in one's overall health. She says if you think you have come in contact with an STD, to get tested, and the longest you should wait to get tested is at least a year. Kovenbach says students can get free testing in the health center and pharmacy on the second floor of the conference room. It's also Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and some students at UCF are taking matters into their own hands by creating an organization to encourage students to speak up about sexual assault and harassment. Nightly News reporter Olivia Parsons tells us how students can use these resources right here on campus.
It's a movement that received nationwide attention as 2017 came to an end. Now sexual assault is one of the biggest epidemics in the United States. From what started as Me Too turned to our very own Let's Be Clear campaign. This semester, some UCF students decided it was their turn to create change.
SARA stands for Sexual Assault/Rape Awareness. Basically, our goals for the organization is to be a system of support for students, but also something that can go out into the community and influence change.
SARA is one of UCF's newest sexual assault awareness organizations, founded by senior Alyssa Ramirez and her boyfriend, AJ Pendekar. The two say they want to promote a safe environment for students who want to share their own experiences.
As a survivor myself, talking about it isn't always the easiest thing.
Pendekar says he too wants guys to know it's okay to feel victimized.
There's really no gender boundaries. It's not only the females that are victimized, but also at the same time, it's not only up to the females to really be fighting to make a change. It can really be on both genders.
For UCF students, Abigail Malik says there are multiple sexual assault resources on campus.
CAPS, the Counseling and Psychological Services, are often great partners of ours, and Student Health Services, the Ombuds Office.
Malik says Victim Services is having a tabling event on April 25th for World Denim Day. This event encourages people everywhere to wear denim to stand with survivors of sexual assault. In Orlando, Olivia Parsons, UCF Nightly News.
Malik says for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, UCF has a lot of upcoming events planned on the UCF calendar of events. If you or someone you know is a victim of sexual assault, please call Victim Services at 407-823-1200. The UCF men's baseball team will be playing the Miami Hurricanes tomorrow night away from home. The men currently have an overall score of 22-11 and most recently have fallen to a 2-game losing streak. The Miami Hurricanes have an overall score of 13-18 with a 1-game winning streak. The first pitch is set to rip off at 6 p.m. at Alex Rodriguez Park at Mark Light Field. The UCF women's softball team is gearing up to play the North Florida Ospreys. The game will start at 5 p.m. in Jacksonville, Florida, and take place at the Lady Osprey Softball Complex. The Knights are holding down an overall score of 26-15 and the Ospreys 20-22. This will be the first time that the Knights will play the Ospreys again since their 2017 season, in which the ladies won 2-1. And here's a quick look at our weather forecast for today. Your Tuesday is starting off at a high of 80 degrees with an 80% chance of rain, so keep those umbrellas handy. Later on tonight, it will be a little chilly with a low of 61 degrees and a 60% chance of rain. Tomorrow, it will be sunny with a 30% chance of rain and a high of 77 degrees. That's all the time we have for today. Don't forget to keep up with us throughout the week on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page at UCF Nightly News, and make sure to check back for another UCF Nightly News update. I'm Princess Jeanne Steverson Lowry. Thanks for watching and have a great day, UCF.